After the 2016 election, Luba Gretchen Shirley was fed up with politics. She called her local Democratic Party and her local officials. No one called her back. She set up a meeting with her district's Republican representative, Peter King, but he didn't show. She kept waiting for a good candidate to run. Eventually, Gretchen Shirley decided to challenge King herself.
I'm Luba, by the way, and running for Congress in New York's 2nd District against Peter King.
Gretchen Shirley's a Democrat. She's one of the hundreds of women who are quitting their jobs and running for office. 529 women filed to run for Congress this year. That's more women than any previous cycle.
She's right here. I can't let you.
And they're not just running, they're winning too. There's 262 women who are still in the running as of late September. And that includes 32 all-women congressional races. The vast majority of these women are Democrats. And while they're furious about Donald Trump's win and his so-called locker room talk about grabbing things, they're even more fired up about healthcare, gun control policies, the economy, and more. After watching a guy with zero political experience win the presidency, women from all kinds of industries are running. Lucy McBath's a former flight attendant. She's running in Georgia. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a former bartender who went on to beat a powerful Democrat in New York City in her primary this year. Amy McGrath was a fighter pilot. She left the Marines 2 months before running in Kentucky. And there's Sharice Davids, a former mixed martial arts fighter running in Kansas. For years, political consultants told women, don't be angry, don't be too ambitious, don't be vulnerable, don't be emotional, project strength and competency, run like a man. But this year, women are leaning in to anger, ambition, vulnerability, adversity, diapers, student loans. They're running as themselves. And this isn't the first time there's been a wave of women running.
Record amounts of money have been raised to help women learn to run for office, and more are running than ever before.
It was a big burst way back in 1992. They called that one the Year of the Woman, and it was sort of in response to the Clarence Thomas and Nita Hill hearings. They tripled in 1992 the number of women in the Senate. It went from 2 to 6, but it was very significant back then. And now, if 1992 was a burst, 2018 is an explosion in a way that the Clarence Thomas and Nita Hill hearings were back then. Donald Trump's emergence as the president, 2016, 2017, that seems to have triggered just all sorts of women. There has been an eagerness, an appetite, and energy among Democratic primary voters to nominate female candidates.
And while the wave of women is almost entirely Democrats, the calculus for how you run as a woman is changing for Republicans too. Take Martha McSally in Arizona, another fighter pilot and a U.S. rep running for Senate. She opened up about her own sexual abuse allegations in the Me Too movement, and she's not running conventionally either.
I'm a fighter pilot, and I talk like one. That's why I told Washington Republicans to grow a pair of ovaries and get the job done.
But even with this surge of women, the vast majority of our representatives are still men. This is what the freshman class of every Congress has looked like over the last decade. See a trend? Even if all the women who were favored to win their races this year succeed in November, plus all the women who are running up in toss-up races, in the House, women would only hold about 24% of seats. That's 1 in 4. It's a big year for women, but as usual, it's a bigger year for men.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.